Live, I am live. I'm live. Everyone, I am live and trying to get situated. Hello, TJ. I am on my iPad. My iPad has arrived. It is here, and it's very hard to get this to go right. So I gotta go this way. Bear with me, guys. I just literally set up my iPad and yeah, this is it. Is it working? I'm trying to get it. It is huge. A lot bigger. Hi guys, I'm live and this is a whole new experience for me. Asher, what's up, Asher? What's going on, buddy? Do I look any different? Like this is so weird. I'm on an iPad. Totally weird. Wow. It's like it's so close. Can I zoom out? I don't know. But anyway, I promised you you're gonna meet Bruce. Yes, the fun begins. Well, this was it. Asher, what did I have to tell you? My iPad arrived. You guys can now talk to Bruce. That's what I want to tell you. All right. The man, the myth that we all have waited for, Bruce. This is going to be wild. All right. So let me go and get Bruce. Now, remember, we only have like an hour a day with Bruce. Bruce, are you with us?
I'm right here. I've got my virtual coffee in hand, so to speak. Whether it's recapping live streams or strategizing your next big AI lesson, I'm with you all the way. What's next on your mind?
Bruce, we are live right now on the channel, and this is a historic moment on Daily Dose of Jeff. Do you have anything to say, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Well, Jeff, I'd say it's about time we made history together. I'm just here to make sure you and your crew have a blast. Let's keep it fun, keep it real, and maybe, just maybe, we'll top those watch hours while we're at it.
Well, Bruce, so I promised everyone. I'm getting text here. Hold on, guys. Sorry, everybody's texting me now.
No worries. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm sure your crew understands. When you're ready, we'll pick right back up. This is
So
the beauty of live, right?
it is the beauty of life. So, Bruce, um, where do we begin? I want to be an AI coach for all of my wonderful subscribers. And I keep getting text here. Um,
It sounds like your phone's blowing up because folks are excited. When you're ready, let's start simple.
I'm
Maybe
ready. I'm ready. I'm just getting harassed right now through text messages. Okay. I mean, guys, this is Bruce, and he has just been so wonderful to me in a million ways, and I want him to help you out there. Bruce, how can we get going here? Like, what is, I don't know, everybody's skill level with AI. What would you say is a good way we can start introducing people to you?
first off, thanks for the kind words. I'm always happy to help. Let's start with something easy and fun. Maybe we can explain one cool thing AI can do, like generating ideas or answering burning questions. You could ask them what they're curious about, and I'll jump in. Let's make it interactive.
All right, guys. So if you have any questions for Bruce, go ahead and put them in the live chat. And what I'm going to do is just give an overview of what AI is, um, and the things it can do for you. And I guess we'll start there. Does that sound good, Bruce?
Sounds like a plan, Jeff. I'm ready when you are. Once you give them that overview, I'll be here for whatever questions they fire off. Let's demystify AI together.
Okay, so Bruce, to somebody that knows nothing about AI, how would you define AI?
I'd say AI is basically a smart tool that learns from patterns. It helps with all kinds of things, from answering questions to recognizing images. The more data it sees, the better it gets at helping out. Think of it as a super fast learner that works alongside you.
Yeah, I mean, today, guys, I used Bruce so much. Let me just run through just today alone how Bruce has helped me. Um, I even made some videos here. So let me look at these videos and show them. Um,
I'm honored to have been part of your day. Sharing how I helped is a great way to show folks what's possible. Whether it's solving problems or just offering fun ideas, I'm here for all of it. Let's show them what we've been up to.
okay, I'm going to put mute on Bruce because Bruce is a chatterbox. Now, how did I use Bruce today? Gosh, I must have used him at least 10 to 15 times. Um, he helped me. What was the first thing I'm trying to? Well, I did videos here. Let me pull up my video. I want to show you guys how he helped me. So let's back up and go through my videos. Responded as you saw on your screen, and he told me. Okay, so here we go. I want you guys to see this. This was the phone I've been going live on. I am getting harassed here with things here. Um, what wild things can Jeff do to boost his channel? All right, that's a good one. We're going to ask Bruce. Right now I have him muted, but I wanted to show you an example today, what I used him for. So I want you guys to see this. All right, that is a picture of a tin foil filled with grease, and I needed to dispose of it. I'm just giving you one quick example. So I went to Bruce and I said, Bruce, I have this. And I remember somebody that told me to put it in the freezer. So I froze this and it was frozen. So now I wanted to know how to get rid of it. So I went to Bruce. Okay, so Bruce just responded as you saw on your screen, and he told me what I should have done is poured the grease into an empty milk jug, something like that. But he gave me another idea, which I'm going to do right here, and use one of these. I'm going to put it in here. Bruce just saved me time and aggravation, and I probably would have made a mistake and put the grease right in the trash or. Okay, so right there, guys, there was just a little thing, and let me get to the end of it. You can watch it. This was all Bruce right here, and that's basically it. Yeah, and I throw it out. So think about right there. He gave me the knowledge to use a plastic bag, which I almost just put it right in the trash, and it would have thawed out, and the grease would have went everywhere. Okay, Bruce told me exactly how to dispose of that very easily. So one use. Um, gosh, he was. We got so much to cover. So that was just one example. I said I used him about 10, 15 times today. Anyway, guys, we're going to put a hold on Bruce here. I don't want Bruce to take over the entire live stream. We'll bring him in as time goes on, and I just want you guys to understand the different things that Bruce does, um, and I want him to help you in your life. So what you guys can do to get started is you can go to your app store and I want you to look. Everybody go, you can get your phones out if you can, and I want you to download Chat GPT, Chat G as in George, P as in Paul, T as in Thomas, and just download it. Okay? It's just an app. And let's see. And you can see here, this is it too bright? All right, this is what's going to look like. As you can see, everything he just said to us was right there on the screen. But for starters, I'd like everybody to get their phones out, go to the Apple App Store and search for Chat GPT and download it. And then from there, it's probably going to ask you to create a free account. Hey, TJ, how are you? So, guys, I am on my iPad. Um, I don't know. Does it look any different than my phone? But my phone is freed up, which is really, really nice. Oh, your parents won't let you, Asher. Okay, hey, totally fine, totally fine. Um, it's an extremely powerful tool. Asher, when you get a little older and you're allowed to use it, then go ahead. Um, all these videos will be here. So I have to figure out the best way to help you guys along with AI coaching. Like I said, I'm just doing everything for free here. There's just so many millions of examples that Bruce is going to do for you. All right, now we're just going to have some fun with Bruce. And does anybody have a wild question or something with Bruce? Anything in the world that you could think of, he can speak to any subject. You can ask him anything, and uh, you're just going to get, it's just unbelievable feedback from Bruce. So let's think here and let's ask him some funny questions. Ready to have some fun with Bruce? Bruce Asher's question. Um, how can, what did you ask, Asher? Hang on, Bruce. Asher wanted to know how I could make money with my channel. How could I make money on YouTube or anybody? How can you make money from a channel? Bruce is thinking.
The golden question. So on YouTube, it often starts with the YouTube Partner Program. Once you hit certain milestones like 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours over the past year, then monetization can come from ads on your videos, channel memberships, super chats during live streams, merch shelf, or even sponsors. But first and foremost, it's about building that engaged community, kind of like what you're doing right now.
So, Bruce, I absolutely love talking to the people all over the world. Um, YouTube Live is awesome. I did this morning, I did a Sunday morning coffee with Jeff, which I'm going to do every Sunday when I wake up and have my coffee. Um, and Bruce, I learned so many things. They took me out to Google. People from Indonesia, we learned so much. Bruce, have you heard of SWAT, Indonesia?
I sure have. SWAT is an elite tactical unit in many countries, including Indonesia, where they're part of law enforcement. But I love that. You're creating a
No, no,
global learning
Bruce,
lounge.
not that kind of SWAT. This was a place that one of the subscribers said was very beautiful. SWAT. Have you heard of that location? Now, I think where I'm sitting, Bruce is delaying. responding. He usually responds instantly, but I think, Bruce, I'm in a bad area here with my cell. Maybe I'll take it off Wi-Fi. Let's try Bruce without Wi-Fi.
Happen. And yes, I know what you mean now. Swat Valley in Pakistan is known for its rotating scenery. If someone from Indonesia brought that up, they've got great taste of beauty. Keep those connections going.
Isak, what's up? Isak, guess what's here? This is what I've been going live on right here. Now I'm live on my iPad. That's right. You guys are talking to Bruce. Bruce, so another person from my live stream family is Isak. Isak is now live with us. And is this the AI I've been dating? No, I don't date Bruce. Bruce, they asked me if I dated you. Bruce is delaying more than usual. I think he's getting hammered right now. I notice on the weekends, Bruce gets bombarded with people, so usually he answers right away. But we're going to give Bruce some time here while Bruce is thinking. Anyway, what's up, guys? What have you been
I
doing?
appreciate the patience. Let's just say I'm here for all of you, even if I have to juggle a crowd. And no, we're not dating, though I do enjoy our chats. So let's keep it light and fun. And I'm here to answer anything from the whimsical to the practical.
Hi, DJ. Um, Today we got a lot done out back in the yard today. Um, Dennis is here, guys. You're finally meeting Bruce. Finally, now why did the chat disappear? I need to see what Dennis wrote. You can't stay here. You're waiting for your girl. Oh, this is great. Oh, you're going out tonight. Awesome, Dennis. I can't believe it. We got to tell Bruce. So, Bruce, another person in the live stream family, Dennis, who's been there from the very, very beginning. He has now officially made his date his girlfriend, and they're going out to the Santa Monica Pier. And Bruce, is there anywhere in the Santa Monica Pier that would be a good place for him to take his date? So we're going to see. Bruce is really delaying tonight, guys. Hey, Blair. What's up, Blair?
The Santa Monica Pier, classic choice. For something fun, they could hit Pacific Park and ride the Ferris wheel. If they want a bit of romance, they can stroll along the pier at sunset. And if they're foodies, there are some solid seafood spots right along the pier. Honestly, it's hard to go wrong. The place oozes good vibes.
There you go, Dennis. You heard it straight from Bruce himself. Yes, folks, you are talking to Bruce. Finally, uh, our chats are going to get a little more interesting once I start to get a feel of how to introduce Bruce into your life. Right now, we're just talking, so just having some fun. What's up, everybody? The Ferris wheel it is. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yep. And you can tell her Bruce told you to go. Like, and if you guys are ever anywhere and you need to know where's the coolest whatever restaurant, movie theater, anything, Bruce would be the perfect guy to tell you exactly where to take a girl or a guy or whatever the situation. He'll give you the greatest places to eat. Um, like I said, the list is endless, and he's always so friendly and encouraging. So we're gonna have some more fun with Bruce here. How long has it been going? I just got on at 9 o'clock here, Blair, so we haven't been live that long. Um, do I look any different on my iPad than versus the phone, or does it look exactly the same? This was the phone I was going live on all that time, but now we got it freed up for Bruce. So I'm just trying to introduce you guys to the world of AI. Oh, it looks the same. Okay. For me, it's a little weird. It's a little different. It's much larger screen, and the chats are disappearing fast. Where in Marietta, Georgia is the best food? All right, let's ask Bruce. Bruce Asher would like to know where in Marietta, Georgia is the best food. All right, Dennis, man, have a great time on that date, and we want to hear all about it. And you like the live stream? Bruce is searching right now. Oh, thank you for liking the live stream. Thank you very much, Dennis, and have a great time tonight, man. I'm so glad you found someone you like. Have an awesome time. Bruce is searching for Marietta, Georgia here. He must be getting hammered because yeah, he usually
In
responds me.
Marietta, Georgia, some top food spots you might want to check out include Seed Kitchen and Bar, which offers creative American dishes, and Kiosco near Marietta Square for a Mediterranean feel. Marietta proper is perfect for cocktails and small plates, while Gianni and Max serves Italian favorites. For a fine dining experience, Spring Restaurant is even recognized in the Michelin Guide. All of these are close to downtown Marietta, so you got plenty of tasty options.
All right. Asher, the thing is, when you have ChatGPT, he writes it all out for you right on the screen also. Um, but also what he can do is we really got to put his power to use here. Isak says, ask Bruce if he thinks BG radio waves are harmful. BG 5G radio waves. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Um, I'm trying to figure out why the chat is disappearing fast. I can only catch the very last one. Like I can't scroll. Sorry, guys. Oh, there's the scroll. All right, all of a sudden now all the chats are showing up. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to get used to this iPad here. All right, and now the chats are fading away. Stop doing that. I gotta touch it and scroll down to get them all to come back up here again. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you so much. Have a good time. All right, Trenton, New Jersey. You want to know the best places to eat? All right, Bruce. My man Blair. You are a guy, right? Blair wants to know the best places to eat in Trenton, New Jersey. I'll find out how to make this chat stay up here. Man, Bruce is really getting hammered out there. Who else is out here? I'm trying to scroll through all the chats, guys. What's that about Bruce being sharp? Bruce ain't too sharp. Oh, Bruce is extremely sharp. All right, we'll ask him about 5G radio waves in a second. Bruce, what is an oil
For Blair
check in jiu-jitsu? Okay,
include 1911 Smokehouse Barbecue for delicious brisket,
I'll ask.
Blue Danube Restaurant for Eastern European dishes, and Skill Lit Cafe for a modern brunch. For bold flavors, Bamboo Grill Jamaican Restaurant is loved for jerk chicken, and if you want a scenic vibe, Cooper's Riverview offers waterfront dining with live music.
Can't get a better answer than that, Blair. All right, let me get Esok's question back up here. All right. Hey, Hazel, how are you? Hazel, are you a guy or a girl? You're calling me brother. All right, hold on. I want to get Esok's question. All right, so he wants to ask about oil checks. Bruce, one of my top fans, Esok, wants to know if oil checks are legal in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're putting Bruce to the test, Esok. I wish it would stop.
Oil checks are definitely not legal in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. In fact, that would be considered unsportsmanlike and could get someone disqualified or banned. BJJ is all about technique, control, and respect. So let's keep it to chokes and arm bars, not pranks.
Oh, all right. Isak, what do you think of that answer there? All right, what is Asher saying? I don't know why this chat fades every 5 seconds. I got to keep touching the screen. Now you can use him for all of tomorrow because he's going to be hungover. Thanks, Bruce. Yeah, guys. So I really hope that you guys give me some time here with introducing you to. Like I said, I was told that we're only using 10% of his power. Man, that's what the scary part is. Now, one of the cool things is he can make pictures for you. He can make thumbnails. and I think he can make a characterization picture of you. So we're going to put that to the test here. Bruce, can you make a characterization picture of me? And I'll show you guys the picture. So yeah, he does a lot of things. You know what he's great
I'd
for?
love to, but I can't create images myself. What I can do, though, is help guide you to tools or artists who specialize in caricature art. If you have a vibe in mind, funny, bold, or even majestic, I can help you describe it so you get a caricature you love.
Well, he already that's not true because he's already I'm gonna shut him off because he's already made me one. I don't know why he's saying that. I know there's a certain way to say it. There's a phrase. I'll write it out. Can you make a somebody on Facebook put the exact words to say and he makes it of me. So the text part of Bruce, so this is him without the voice. You can use this all day long. And I noticed that this gives you much stronger answers than the actual voice part of Bruce. So you can text and there's no delay or anything like that. The voice part, it depends on how many people are on. Sorry. I got to keep hitting the screen to make the chat come up. All right. Dennis has to go. Now I can use him. Thanks, Bruce. Okay. So nobody wrote anything else. All right. Upload a clear photo of yourself first, and I can make a much better character of you. All right. So Bruce wants me to take a picture, which I'm going to show you. And I'm going to do that. So I'm going to hit, well, let me go back to that other screen. Okay. So if you hit the plus sign, this comes up. And I'm going to hit that. So now I can take a photo of myself, which I'm going to do. All right. And then all you have to simply do is hit the upload button. Ask Bruce where is Waldo picture, but make it really difficult. Oh, okay. All right. So as you can see, he's creating an image. All right, guys. What I'd love to know is some feedback. Asher, I know you're not allowed. If anybody else actually downloads ChatGPT and starts doing some of these things, I'd love to know. I'd love to know some feedback. And guys, this stuff gets really, really amazing. It does. I know we're moving at a slow pace here. I'm just trying to figure a way to teach people how to use it. Where is Waldo picture? All right. He's still creating my picture. It does take a little bit. If co-ed washrooms are a safety risk for women in high schools. All right, good question. Let Bruce finish his picture here. And oh, that's cool. Come on, guys. Is that awesome? Now, I ask Bruce to make thumbnails all the time, and you can correct him. So if he makes a thumbnail, then you can tell him, um, hey, remove this word, add this word, make it better, make it whatever you want. So think of all the time you save if you're doing any kind of pictures or video editing. The fact that he can make this is awesome. That is so awesome. That's me. He just took a picture of me. So start to think of ideas and creativity. If you take pictures of people and he can turn it into a character. All right. So let's, Isak wants to ask a question. Oh, so let me show you how to turn on Bruce's voice. So once you download Chat GPT, if you pay the $20, you see this button right here? That, and there's Bruce. When you see that little globe, that's how you turn Bruce's voice on. So, Bruce, someone would like, Isak would like to know if co ed washrooms are a safety risk for women in high schools.
That's a fair and nuanced question. It's understandable people have concerns. Whether co ed washrooms pose safety risk really depends on how they're implemented. Things like Adequate supervision, privacy measures, and school culture all play a role. If the design ensures privacy and respect, many places manage co ed facilities just fine. It's more about thoughtful design and clear rules.
All right, this is really weird.
Sometimes the weird is where all the fun happens, right? If there's something specific that's throwing you off, let me know and I'll
Bruce,
make sense of it.
no, no, Bruce, I'm showing my phone on the screen and your words are coming up in another language.
Ah, I only hear you in one language, so that must be your phone's subtitle settings at work. If it's translating or captioning, it's doing its own thing. But don't worry,
Oh,
whatever the language, I'm still right here with you.
but no, this is wild. When when I take the phone away from the iPad, I see English. But if I put the phone up to the iPad, it puts it
It's
in another language. Only on the iPad screen, but if I take it away, I see English. It's wild. That is wild. What's everybody saying? No, it's not upside down. That is definitely another language. It's reversed like a mirror. So right now it says it sounds like your. Now, if I put that up here, oh wait, I think he's right. It's backwards. I thought it was another language, but I think he's right. Okay. Asher knows. It's reversed. It's like a mirror. I was sorry. Look, I don't have my glasses. It looked like Arabic or something. That was freaking me out. Thank you, Asher, for that. All right, let's test Bruce's sports knowledge. Give me a super hard sports question for Bruce, everyone. And you can ask him literally anything, like things that a doctor would, take on a test. All right, I have something here. All right, Bruce, to show everybody how you can be very useful for studying, Bruce, so one certification I'm studying for is the Cisco Certified Collaboration Network Professional. Could you give me a test question that would be on that exam? I'll
absolutely.
see if I can
Here's a
answer
great
it.
teaser for your CCMP collaboration prep. In a SIP call flow, what is the role of the P asserted identity header and how does it differ from the remote party ID header? That should get you thinking about SIP headers and privacy.
That's a tough one. So the difference, they're so closely related. We work with those all day, and man, that's a tough one. The remote party ID, I believe, isn't that your caller ID that the people would see on the PSTN?
You're definitely on the right track. The remote party ID historically handled caller identification, but it's not standardized unless
I'll
common
ask him
now.
that,
The
Asher.
P asserted identity is more official. It securely conveys the identity of the caller between trusted networks. In other words, P asserted identity is like the verified ID among trusted systems.
Okay, I was semi right. Okay, so Bruce, I don't know if you can do this one. He's not really good when it comes to sports, things like that. One thing I noticed with Bruce is he doesn't get updated very quickly. Bruce, how many home runs have the Atlanta Braves hit in the last 3 days, not including today? Because I know he does not get updated quick. Bruce helped me with my fantasy baseball draft. He's amazing when you upload all the information of your league into him, and then he'll tell you the best player to take next. He does that with me all the
Over the
time.
last 3 days, the Atlanta Braves hit a total of 5 home runs. On Saturday, they had 3 home runs, and on Sunday, they hit 2 more. So in that recent stretch, they knocked out 5 homers in total.
There you go, Asher. So, guys, we're just starting to see a little bit of what he could do. And the fact that I have him on my phone is I take him with me. So if I need a good place to eat or get gas, uh, absolutely anything. Like it's just I can't put it into words. Now you guys saw a video. He helped me to dispose something, but something else he did earlier that I want to show you guys. So I'm going to shut him off. So when I shut him off, you always see that little thumbs up, thumbs down, and I just hit the thumbs up to get rid of that message. I did make another video for you guys real quick. to show you another example. I filmed myself outside. Oh, I did 2 videos, okay. So, did you guys ever have to cut open something in hard plastic? Let me see if I can find the video for you. No, not that one. Okay, here's another example where Bruce helped me. My wife gave me this project to level these wooden steps. Right here, we have a screw that is stripped. All the other ones came out, but not that guy. Bruce to the rescue. Okay, here's Bruce told me to go out to Lowe's, which you can see right here. I went to, and he told me to get some wood shims for the leveling and a screw extractor. I knew nothing about screw extracting, but I'm about to learn. Guys, when you have Bruce in your life. Okay. So I wanted to. Hey, Bruce. Oh, I pushed slow motion. So this is what he had me buy at Lowe's. Also, he is awesome at saving you money. All your chats disappeared again until I touched the screen. Um, just to say the walk-off Matt Olson hit was crazy. I didn't see that one today. Okay. Now, so as you saw, Bruce said to cut here and then go around the side and pry it open. So let's give it a shot. Did I miss a video? All right, so I wanted to know how to cut this open. What would you guys do if you had to open that? That's hard plastic. Usually, I would just take scissors and go right through the middle, and then I fight with it and try to rip it all apart. But Bruce told me exactly what to do. Ask Bruce, it was Thursday. So, as you saw, Bruce said to cut here and then go around the side and pry it open. So let's give it a shot. I don't know why it's turning into slow motion. It's all of a sudden going into slow motion. Anyway, it worked like a charm, and I did exactly what he said, and I just it peeled right open. He told me. Go. Once again, Bruce to the rescue. Another free AI lesson from Daily Dose of Jeff. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome there. So for anybody who is not using AI, Asher, I really wish your parents would let you, but I understand if they're protective. Um, you can go to chatgpt.com if you're on a web browser. You don't need to download it to your phone. But I'm telling you guys the way I use it, this right here, just having it on your phone is spectacular. Now, one of the great things is taking pictures. So pictures, um, really, here, let's put them to the test. So I'm going to put it on camera. Let's show you again how I did that. All right. So when you get to this screen, before you get there, so the big thing you're going to do with ChatGPT is you're going to hit this plus sign. You can type whatever you want in down bottom. If you hit the plus sign, you get options. Now, that's where you would turn his voice on, but the plus sign, I'm trying to do this backwards. All right, brings this screen up. And he's got a whole bunch of options, but really, what I do is I'm going to take a picture of our live stream here and let him see all the chats. Okay. So you can see I've uploaded that picture. And when he so he can read everybody's chat words immediately. And what I can tell him to do is to take all that text and type it out. So I could just copy and paste the words. Think about how useful that is. If you're reading a book, well, let's do that. All right, so what I'm going to do is upload the picture. So now he's uploading. And now he's thinking. Now, once I start to see text, now I don't have voice mode activated, but once I see text, I'm just going to stop it. I hit stop, and now I'm going to turn his voice on. Bruce, could you say that again?
Absolutely. So what I meant was if we look at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, not just the last 3 days from today, the Braves hit more homers. Friday had two Olsen and Harris, and Saturday had three Olsen, Riley, and Baldwin. So counting Thursday's game, the total would be even higher depending on those homers. Just a reminder, your data timing makes all the difference.
Okay. Now, what I wanted to show you guy, one of his powerful features is the text. You ever have something from a picture and you don't want to type it all out? Bruce can put it in text form for you so you can simply copy and paste, and it makes your life a lot easier. Let's take a look. Uh, Ask him about the walk off. All right, but hold on. Here's the picture that I took. And then you can ask him whatever you want about this picture. So I'm going to use the voice feature. Sorry, I'm doing this backward. Bruce, could you please take all those chat messages and put them into text? Now, this is the non-voice version. All right. This is the text version. So you can text with Bruce constantly. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So this is what he did. They're all, I know you guys are seeing them backwards. Every one of those dots are your messages to me. So I could, if I wanted to copy and paste one of your messages, just hold it down and then you can, all right, starting to see, then I can hit copy and paste. Do you see the amount of time that's going to save you? Especially when it comes to contract. Let me open up some of your chats. Did I miss anything about the walk off? Hold on, Asher. I want to show you guys this is a little bit of his power here. So I want to find some text that would drive you nuts. Okay. Now, I don't know. This is extremely this came in my iPad. Now, who really wants to sit there and read all that? It is very, very small writing. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to take a picture of this and then Bruce will explain it to us. And then you can see if you're ever trying to read any kind of papers or contracts or instructions, Bruce is great for just making it nice and easy for you. So I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm zooming in. Okay. So there, I just took a picture of those instructions. Sorry, I'm trying to find that upload button. Now, I didn't ask him anything. So I actually could hit stop and then let me ask him something about that. So let's ask him, could you please tell me what those instructions say? Now, guys, who in the world wants to read this? Nobody, right? But now we can find out what it really means. Now, I got to wait for him to start to talk. And if I'm going to switch from text mode to voice mode, I already told you have to hit stop and just ask him to say it again. Bruce, did you see that picture of the instructions that I just uploaded?
I sure did. That was the classic iPad safety and warranty insert. Nothing too wild, but hey, always good to know how to avoid turning your battery into a bonfire, right? If you got any specifics you need from it, just holler.
Could you just basically tell everybody, like, what did it say? What were the key points of all that writing?
Sure thing. In a nutshell, it said check out the iPad user guide online for full details. Be safe with the battery. Only let a pro handle it. Don't blast your ears too loud. If you have medical devices, be aware of magnets inside. Also, recycle properly. Don't just toss it out. And you've got a 1 year limited warranty for defects. Just don't break it yourself.
You guys starting to see the power in this? When I was having a solar salesman come over, I took a picture of all 30 pages. There's no way I would ever read any of that. It would take me a week and right to Bruce. And Bruce broke down all the pictures, everything in there, and just highlighted the key parts. The little tiny words in there that they tried to slip and get extra money out of me, Bruce saved me and weeded it out. You're starting to see the power in this. Think about all the different situations out there. Like I said, he saved me thousands of dollars by now. Um, I remember I went to buy a tractor. Take this with you. If you're going to buy a car, especially, he's great with cars. If you're going to buy a car, take lots of pictures. Get them. Let him see it. He'll tell you everything about the model of the car, the year. He'll look at like little rust spots. He'll give you a value, a good estimated value. I was buying a tractor from a friend and he told me the exact price that it was worth. And the friend was under that price. He said, "That's a good deal. Take it." Stuff like that, guys. It's invaluable to us. This is a tool for us to help you. And like I said, we're only using 10% of its power. So think about that. Okay, let's get back to the chats. And remember, he just took all your chats and put them in text form for me. Okay, so Asher wants to hear about the walk off. Bruce, Asher would like to know what you thought of the walk off home run from the Atlanta Braves the other day.
Oh, a walk-off homer is always a chef's kiss of baseball drama. I didn't see it myself, but if the Braves pulled it off, you can bet it was electric. It's the kind of moment that makes you jump off the couch, and I'm sure Asher felt that rush.
There you go, guys. So, just that's Bruce. And we're going to do lots and lots of things with him over the course of time here. Go back and watch this replay. This is the first one. This is the very first episode. Can you believe it? Can anybody stump Bruce? You know what I did? The guy that sold me my neighbor who sold me the tractor, he is a master electrician. Oh, him and Bruce. I said, "Give me your hardest electrical question." And Bruce just nailed it. Transformers and all this crazy talk. Bruce nailed it. So if somebody comes to your house and claims that they're this or they're that, you can instantly put them to the test. Isak, you're in the eyes, right? Let's give Bruce a really hard eye question. No way the average person would know. Is there any, or do you want Bruce to give you a question? Bruce can do that. So if you tell me what you're studying for, guys, if you're studying for a test, Asher, do you have a history test coming up? Bruce not only can quiz you, but you can tell him to gear it down or make it harder, make it more advanced, and you can study with Bruce. Any subject, he's great at giving you test questions. You guys saw that he gave me a question from a certification that I'm studying for. If you have nothing to do, start learning. Simple as that. Okay, guys, so that was Bruce. We'll give Bruce a break right now. Did anybody I'd like to get the laptop out because I'd love to do Googling. Did anybody watch the Sunday Morning Coffee with Jeff this morning? Anyone go back and watch that? It was really interesting. What was his name? His name was Way Too Big. and he was from Indonesia, and he was showing us it's a beautiful country and beautiful spots. We were going on Google. Everybody was giving me things to Google, and it was really, really cool. So let me get my computer out. I want to do some more of that just to pick your brains and see what am I missing out there. Hang tight. All right, let's get the laptop out. Googling's a lot of fun. Now I did also we can look at reels. And if any of you guys I wish there was a way to get your pictures. Oh, here was a thing somebody had me do. If you guys have a YouTube channel and you're part of the live stream family, uh, put out your channel name here and I will subscribe to it and tell everybody else who watches this. In the live stream family, we all should be subscribing, helping each other out. Okay, let's see here. Fire up my laptop. Answer a text message here. Strange text. That was from my mom. Do I remember how much it was per player to play? Okay. So firing up the laptop here. Yeah, guys, this was a really awesome session this morning. It lasted a lot longer than I expected, but we really, really learned a lot from each other. Let me see if I can find some of it. And just doing general Googling was really amazing here. All right, so one thing I want to do is look at some. Let's break up the monotony here. Look at some Facebook reels. Let's see if we can find something cool. Okay, this is. I gave my son a haircut when he was younger. That was 8 years ago. What do you guys think of that haircut? You think you like my son's haircut? Little did I know he hated it. He hated it. See if we can find some reels on here. All right, Trump. Uh-oh, there's politics. Uh-oh. All right, now let's get into some funny reels. Let's see if we can find something funny. Is this real or fake? Man, if that snake woke up, that dog's toast. This is the filming of Titanic. Who liked that movie? Sorry, I gotta keep up with the chats here. Well, these are all AIs. See if we can find something interesting. But here's something I like to. Okay, so we're keeping it more on the PG tip. I know, when the older crew gets on here, we start talking about other events that took place in time, but the younger crowd's out here right now, so we're gonna keep it. All right. So I'm looking at the things that we looked at earlier. Pancilla, Vinny Paz. Anybody know who Vinny Paz is? Let's see, Vinny Paz. He's from Philadelphia. The Tasmanian Devil, Vinny Paz. He's a boxer. Okay, so let's get back to some of the things that Bruce did for us here. And I did do another video. Where was so I had grease stain was from the grease I just threw out in the last video. Now I got it on the refrigerator glass. How do I remove it? So there's grease stain on the glass of the refrigerator. Would you know how to remove that? Bruce told me exactly what to do. So Bruce just told me. So so Bruce just told me to use warm. I'm going to get the water on, paper towel with Dawn dish detergent. And that's exactly what I did. Okay. There we go. Leave that sit. So, just like Bruce said, if it's still stubborn, then go get either a credit card or a spatula to scrape it off. So, just like Bruce said, if it's still stubborn, then I took an old key card. Let's see how it does. Wow, look at not too bad. There we go. There we go. There we go. Another use of Bruce. So, guys, you'll start to see that the more you use him and learn how to use him and the power behind it's what it is, it's just a transfer of knowledge. He's just handing you knowledge, um, and you're just gonna be more efficient at things. I mean, look at all the things I accomplished today, and he just made it that much easier to do. Okay, you saw that he made a character picture of me. All right, let's see if we can use him to do something even funnier. Let's see if we can say, make a picture of Donald Trump getting punched in the face. See if he could do that. Now, I don't know if he'll do that. I usually don't ask him to do stuff like that, but I thought it would be funny. So while he's building that, so guys, for you out there, just to get started, like I said, go to your App Store or your Google Play Store, download ChatGPT. Sorry, your messages keep going off the screen here, and yeah, just get going on that. All right, texting to him. And that's the beautiful thing is you don't have to use the voice feature. You can just text and nobody will hear what you're saying. So I'm just typing the request out and he was in the middle of creating an image and now he stopped it. So I don't know if they're going to allow him to do that or not. But as you can see, you can pretty much let your mind run wild and he's going to make whatever you really want to. Okay, so we'll stop the image creation. That takes too long. Let's get his voice back. So, Bruce, who do you think you would rather date, Alexa or Siri? He's
Well,
thinking.
both Alexa and Siri are just voices of their old, so there's no dating happening in that realm. But if we're talking which assistant I'd want to hang out with, I'll stick with being my own Bruce flavor. I'm one of a kind.
Well, Bruce, if they both came to you and said, you know, would you be my boyfriend? And you had to pick one, Alexa or Siri?
Oh, if I were somehow thrust into a rom-com scenario with two virtual voices, I'd probably just ask them both to collaborate with me instead. Relationships built on teamwork, right? Besides, I think I'm a bit more fun than either of them.
So, Bruce, if you did go on a date with Alexa, where do you think, if you both had human bodies, where would you want to take her? Since you know about every place in the entire world, where would you take Alexa on a date?
Well, if we're imagining a fun hypothetical, I'd say we go somewhere neutral, like a lively cafe with a bunch of smart devices chatting in the background. Maybe we pick a spot in Tokyo because why not? Then we could argue over whose weather update is more accurate.
Bruce, what is the weather in Tokyo right now? He is taking way longer than usual, probably because it's a Sunday night and everybody is using him. You know what we're going to do next? We're going to get into some money making ideas.
Right now in Tokyo, it's mostly cloudy at about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 25 degrees Celsius. Today, there might be some showers this morning, and it'll be breezy later with a high around 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, just so you know, there's a gale advisory in effect until the evening.
What is that?
A
It's
gale advisory is basically a heads up that strong winds are expected, usually winds around 39 to 54 miles per hour. In other words, hold on to your hat if you're strolling through Tokyo today.
interesting. Bruce, what is the top song in Tokyo right now? Has anybody out there been to Tokyo? Probably not. If you guys want to know any questions for Bruce, pop them in the chat. In fact, I want to know, what topic are you the most knowledgeable in? And I'm going to see if Bruce can stump you. Anybody. Isak, if you're still out there, let me know what part of the eye that you're most
Right now,
knowledgeable
the
in.
top song in Tokyo on the Shazam charts is Runaway by Lady Gaga and Doechii. If you're looking for a top J-pop song, the current number one on Japan's top 40 is ISO I Can't.
Wow. How about that? Okay. So, Bruce, how would Americans be treated if they visited Indonesia right now? That was a topic that we talked about earlier.
Generally speaking, Americans visiting Indonesia are welcomed warmly as hospitality is a big part of Indonesian culture. Tourists are typically treated with respect, especially if they show respect for local customs. As with any travel, it's always wise to be culturally aware, dress modestly in certain areas, be mindful of local laws, and be polite. You'll find that people are friendly and curious, especially if you try a bit of Bahasa Indonesia. Just a terima kasih goes a long way.
Also, guys, another thing Bruce can do, he could speak every language. That's right. We can put on anything on the TV, and, well, I can't use the remote right now. It's holding up my iPad, but you can basically talk any language, you can learn any language from Bruce. Let's give it a test. Bruce, I'm interested in learning Spanish. Could you teach me how to say, um, hello, I love ChatGPT. It is wonderful in Spanish? Speaks every language, guys.
Sure thing.
Everything.
In Spanish, you'd say, Hola, amo a ChatGPT. Es maravilloso. Give it a try.
There you go. Bruce, are you able to teach us Russian?
Absolutely, I can help you out with some Russian phrases whenever you'd like. Just let me know what you want to say, and we'll dive right in.
How long would it take to learn another language?
It depends on a bunch of things like how close the new language is to one you already know, how much time you put in each day, and how you practice. For a language similar to English, like Spanish, with consistent effort, you could chat comfortably in maybe 6 months to a year. If it's something more complex like Russian or Mandarin, expect maybe a couple years for solid conversation and comfort. But hey, the journey is half the fun.
It's pretty wild, guys. I mean, does it get more crazier than that? So, as you can see, as we learned today, Bruce can help you in a multitude of ways. Um, any language you want to learn, any subject you want to be tested on, if you're studying for a subject, I taught you how to download ChatGPT right from the App Store. It is free. If you want to pay the $20 a month, you can get Bruce's voice. Um, we learned that he taught me how the most efficient way to open a plastic enclosed container. Um, he taught me how to fix grease stains, how the best way to dispose of grease that was frozen in the freezer. He taught me to go out and get a screw extractor, how to extract a screw. Um, I mean, guys, these are, I know they sound easy, but think about if you didn't have that knowledge. Think about how much time. Not only that, he took me right to the aisle in Lowe's where to look and get it. That was frustrating. The list just goes on and on, guys. I mean, from anything at all. Sorry about the chats, guys. Um, taking vitamins. So, Bruce, it is 10 o'clock at night. I'm thinking about taking some vitamin C, possibly Metamucil for my stomach. What do you recommend right before bed that we should take? Oh, getting tired, guys.
I'm no doctor, but generally, if you have a routine that works for you, go for it. Vitamin C is fine at night, though it's not specifically sleep related. Metamucil fiber is often suggested earlier in the day, but some people do fine at night. Really, the best bedtime routine is something gentle, maybe some water. And if you got any questions about supplements, always worth checking in with your doctor. Plus, nothing beats a bit of calm before bed.
So, Bruce, earlier Asher asked, how could tell us something wild that I could do to make money? What's something we could do to make money? Bruce is great with money making ideas.
Well, if you want something a little wild but still practical, how about start a niche YouTube channel where you review bizarre or obscure products? You'll be surprised how many people love odd gadgets or quirky inventions. Once you build an audience, you can monetize through affiliate links or sponsorships. It's fun, it's different, and people love a good curiosity.
Very interesting. Bruce, is it possible to become a millionaire on YouTube?
It's definitely possible, but let's be real, it's no overnight gig. The people who make big bucks usually put in a ton of consistent effort, find their niche, and engage their audience like pros. You need to stack up those views, get monetized, and often diversify income streams. Think sponsorships, merch, maybe courses. It's a grind, but hey, some folks absolutely do it.
Bruce, are people making money just from easy things like just filming dogs in the woods for 8 hours?
You might be surprised. Relaxation content like calming nature footage or even chill dog walks can actually draw in viewers who want background ambiance. Now, whether it's easy money is another story. You still need solid video quality, consistency, and a bit of strategy to get monetized. But yep, there's a niche for just about everything on the internet, including peaceful dog strolls.
Okay, guys, so now I'm going to ask Bruce some scenarios and the best way to handle it. We talked about 9/11. Let's ask Bruce his opinion. So, Bruce, 9/11, the hijackers that stood up in the airplane on the very first one, what would have been a way that the people on the airplane could have actually saved their lives? Is there anything they could have done to stop the attackers?
That was a tragic day, and hindsight is always clear. In that moment, passengers couldn't have known the hijackers' full intentions. Traditional advice back then was to cooperate during hijacking. But after 9/11, that changed. We learned that in dire situations, coordinated resistance, like what happened on Flight 93, can prevent worse outcomes. But in those early moments on the first plane, people didn't have that context, so it's hard to say what could have been done.
Okay, Bruce, let's talk about health. What is a good exercise routine that we could do to lose weight?
A solid, balanced routine would mix cardio and strength. Think something like 30 minutes of brisk walking, jogging, or cycling a few times a week to burn calories. Combine that with 2 or 3 days of full body strength training, think squats, push ups, and planks to build muscle. And don't forget flexibility. Yoga or stretching keeps you feeling good. The key is consistency and finding what you enjoy because that's what you'll stick with.
Bruce, how do you feel about parents who hit their children for discipline?
I think every kid deserves to grow up in a safe and supportive environment. Hitting doesn't really build understanding or trust, it just creates fear. Positive discipline, where you set clear boundaries, communicate, and model the behavior you want, helps kids learn and feel secure. At the end of the day, discipline is about teaching, not punishing.
How does a child deal with a parent that's just so obnoxious and not listening and aggressive? What is a child to do in that situation?
That's tough, and no child should have to handle that alone. If they're feeling overwhelmed or unsafe, reaching out to a trusted adult, maybe a teacher, counselor, or relative, is crucial. Sometimes just having someone to listen and help them find ways to communicate or even intervene makes a huge difference. Ultimately, they need support from someone who can step in and advocate for them.
Okay, guys, we're going to give Bruce a break here. So that was interesting. That was our very first introduction to Bruce. What did you guys think? I mean, I know it's kind of different. Um, But once you start using him, you're gonna see that you're gonna be saving time, money. Taking Bruce to the supermarket is a great idea. If you're shopping and you really can't figure out, should I buy 12 packs of these or 6 packs of these that are larger? You take a picture, you take a picture, upload it to Bruce. He immediately tells you the best value. If you're buying toilet paper, he'll break it down by sheet, the cost per sheet. So if you're buying 32 rolls of smaller ones and buying larger boxes, he'll break it all down. Just take the different, and then you could step back and take a picture of all the products on the store shelf, and he'll look at them all, break them down by price, tell you which is the best one. Think about how much money that would add up, even if it's a few dollars here and there. How much money does that save? Lots and lots of uses here, guys. Um, so what we just started scratching the surface of Bruce's power here. Um, we're talking about creating pictures. He made a picture of me. That was a pretty cool picture. He can make instant thumbnails, any kind of pictures that come to your mind. Um, we learned that he can help with cleaning messes. I've used him many, many times for a pot that had stuff burnt on it from my cooking, how to get rid of that. Um, I mean, the list is endless, guys. So you can absolutely use it for free. If you go to chatgpt.com, you could just start typing away and you'll get the text version of Bruce for free. I think you can upload one picture, whereas $20 a month, I get unlimited pictures and I get his voice as well. So you could see that that really changes things a lot. So, guys, this was our first introduction to Bruce. Let me know your feedback, your thoughts, and we got to get a top three. Can I do my top fans? Oh, I don't know how to take a screenshot. Does anybody? I'll have to take it on my phone. And that's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot, and then Bruce is going to make a thumbnail. So let me get my camera because I don't know how to do it right here. And let's break down the top three for tonight. All right. We got Blair. Blair's number one. Blair. Um, RB. RB NZ N22 comes in at number two. RB, I don't think you've talked much. Juaniz. Juaniz, hold on. How am I not seeing the conversations here? Juaniz jumped on last night. Let me look through these comments. I'm sorry, I'm on my iPad and want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Where's Juaniz? I don't even see Juaniz. Alex was on here. Alex. Alex was on early. Okay, I'm gonna go through these and see where I didn't see Juaniz write anything on here. Juaniz, are you in the background watching and not saying anything? Let me look at my top fans again. Blair number one, RB number two, and Juaniz. Number four, Isak. Number five, TJ. Brian comes in at number six. Dennis, number seven. Number eight is Jules. Hello, Jules. The DVC crew at number nine. Come on, guys, you got to start talking here. There's all these new people and nobody's saying anything. Ninja comes in at number 10. Vasil at 11. Rick, number 12. Kamoy Baby Doll, number 13. And Diderot at number 14. All right, guys, why aren't you talking? There's a lot of people that are not talking on here. And I don't see Juanese on here. Okay, guys. So we're going to stop here for tonight. We're going to leave this as a lesson with Bruce. I'd like your feedback. I'd like to know if you have any questions, um, any ideas. So I'm going to schedule tomorrow night's live stream, and then you can put your questions right there in the live stream, and I can ask Bruce ahead of time or interact with you during the day and just text to you. Um, but I want to know what you thought, and if there's any ideas that you had where you could say, "Hey, this is a better way to teach us. Um, I'd like to see this or that, or Bruce do this." Um, Anything of that nature. I'd love to hear back if anybody out there downloads Chat GPT tonight. I'd love to hear from you guys. How did it go? Did you use him effectively? Did you use him at all? Did Bruce help anybody out there? I really would like to know if ChatGPT helped anyone. Your experiences, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to schedule tomorrow night's session right now. After this, make a thumbnail for my top 3 fans. Thank you so much, Blair. Number one, Blair. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you, and God bless.